writing equations of perpendicular lines. So we are going to write equation of perpendicular line given one equation of one line and the point it passes through. Also, when we are given two sets of points, we'll use point slope form and slope intercept form to write the equations, and we will also use graph. Write the equation of perpendicular line to a given line through a given point. So the steps are: 1. Rewrite the equation in slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, the rise over run, and b is the y-intercept where it crosses y-axis, the x value is 0. Identify the slope. So slope, once you write it in slope intercept form, the slope is m, the number in front of the variable. In this case, the variable is x. Find the negative reciprocal of the given slope of the given line. So what you are going to do, if m is positive, you make it negative, and if it's a whole number, you flip it, put it over 1, and then you flip it. So it becomes 1 over the number. It becomes a fraction. Write the formula for point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. So next step, you plug in the slope that you took negative reciprocal of, that slope, the negative reciprocal of the slope, original slope, in point slope form formula. Then you plug in the x and y values, the given point, x1, y1, given points, in slope intercept form. Then you simplify the equation. Then you write the equation in slope intercept form. The final answer should be in slope intercept form. Write the equation in slope intercept form of the line perpendicular to given line y equals negative 2x plus 3 through given point 5, negative 1. So our first step said make sure the given equation is in slope intercept form. For our case, it is, we see y equals negative 2x plus 3. In our case, it is in slope intercept form. Now we have to identify the slope. Our slope is negative 2. Negative 2. The number in front of the variable x is the slope. 3 is the y-intercept, the constant by itself. So now next step said take the negative reciprocal of the slope. So our slope is, since it's negative, becomes positive. Since it's 2 over 1, whole numbers are always over 1. When we flip it, it becomes 1 over 2. So since it was negative, it became positive. It's a whole number, it became a fraction. It was 2 over 1, it became 1 over 2. Now it said, next step said write point slope form equation. And it said plug in the slope. Then it said plug in x1 and y1. x1 and y1 are here, the point that's passing through. So x1 is 5, y1 is negative 1. Remember, look at alphabetical order. X comes first, then y. Now we plug it in the slope intercept, the point slope form equation. So this was where we were left at. Now we plug in the numbers. Minus 1 equals half into x minus 5. Now we have to distribute this. So you have y plus 1 equals half x minus 5 over 2. Now we want to isolate y. We want to solve for y. We don't want plus 1. Since it's a plus 1, we undo addition. We do inverse operation, so they cancel out, become 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So we subtract both sides. We have y equals 1/2 x. 1 can be written as 2 over 2. So what is 5 minus 2? Negative 5 minus 2, negative 7 over 2. That's our equation. Write the equation in slope-intercept form of the line perpendicular to given line y equals negative 2x plus 3 through given point 5, negative 1. In the previous slide, we did the same example, but we used slope-intercept and point slope form formula to find the equation. In this one, we are going to use the graph. So 5, negative 1 is already plotted for us. We have to identify the slope of the line it's going to be perpendicular to. So slope here, since this equation is already in slope-intercept form, our slope here is negative 2, or we can say negative 2 over 1. Now we want to find the slope of the perpendicular line. Slope of the perpendicular line, I will go say this is the slope for the perpendicular line. So since it's negative, it will become positive, and since it's negative 2, since it's 2 over 1, I will flip my fraction, my number, and it becomes a fraction, 1/2. Now looking at my point 5, negative 1, if I go up and right, it's never going to cross y-axis. So I want when I move in the direction such that when I draw the points, they cross y-axis. Because I don't have a ruler here to show you. If I use a ruler, it will give me exact number. But now I don't have a ruler, so I am going to go different direction. This can be also written as negative 1 over negative 2. So you go down and left. Go down and left. It's also a positive slope. So we go down 1 and left 2. One point is here. Down 1, left 2, next point is here. Down 1, left 2, the point is here. So now we want to connect our dots. If we connect our dot, when we connect our dots, you see y-intercept is not a whole number. It's not crossing at 4. It's between 3 and 4, negative 3 and negative 4. So our y-intercept is, we'll say it's negative 3.5, which is equivalent to negative 7 over 2. Because negative 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So it's negative 7 over 2. So now I have my slope, I have my y-intercept, I can write my equation. We have y equals mx plus b. Now we plug in, our slope was 1/2 x plus, not plus, we have minus 7 over 2. And this equation is same as the one we did in the previous slide. This is the line that is perpendicular to y equals negative 2x plus 3. Find the equation of the line that passes through point 0, 2 and is perpendicular to line passing through points 2, 0 and negative 2, negative 2. So in this case, we don't have equation, we have the points it's passing through. We can find the slope. We can find the slope. To find the slope, this is our x1, y1, x2, y2. So we plug it in the slope formula, which is rise over run, change in y over change in x, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x. x1. So m is y2 is negative 2 minus 0 is y1. Then x2 is negative 2 minus 2. So we have negative 2 over negative 4. Negative divided by negative is positive. When we simplify 2 over 4, it's 1/2. So m is 1/2. Now, slope for the perpendicular line will be taking the negative reciprocal of the slope, and then so it's positive now, so we will make it negative. It's 1/2. We'll say 2 over 1. So the slope is negative 2. Now write our point slope formula and plug in our slope. Now for our case here, in this one, this is our x1, y1. That we are going to use in point slope formula. So y minus 2 equals negative 2 times x minus 0. Y minus 2 equals, we are going to distribute this, negative 2 to x and negative 2 to 0. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times 0 is 0. So we don't write anything. Now we want to isolate y, so we want y by itself. Since negative 2, we have negative 2, or we can say minus 2, we have to undo the subtraction. So we have to add 2 both sides. Negative 2 plus 2 cancels out, becomes 0. So plus 2 plus 2. We have y equals negative 2x plus 2. That's the equation of the perpendicular line. Find the equation of the line that passes through point 02 and is perpendicular to line passing through points 20 and negative 2, negative 2. So in previous slide we see using formula we came up with the equation, and now we are going to graph and find out the equation. So first we need to find the slope of this equation here, this line that passes through. Then we can find the slope for the perpendicular line, and then we already have our y-intercept here. We can just plug it in the equation, y equals mx plus b. So first step, rise is 2, run is 4, so the slope is 2 over 4, which is 1/2. Now I want to find the slope of the perpendicular line, which will be negative reciprocal of this one. So it's negative 2 over 1. So we start at 0, 2. 0, 2 is right here. That's our y-intercept. And we go down to right 1. So it will be crossing this line over here, forming 90 degree. And now we can write this equation in slope-intercept form. We know our y-intercept and the slope. So our slope was negative 2 over 1 x plus 2. This is our b here, b. So simplifying, dropping the 1 since it's a whole number. This is our equation for the perpendicular line.